Hello, and welcome back to episode 17 of the Stopping the Rot save with Liverpool FC here on Championship Manager 1997-1998. And bit of a change, there was going to be a 4-game sort of cup special with a Palace game chucked in again. So it was going to be Port Vale, Man United, Palace, Man United, I think, the two legs of the League Cup. Now the Palace game, I didn't even see it come up in the news. It must have happened, but I just must have missed it as I was scrolling. But the Palace game's been moved somewhere. I don't know if it's because of a game being moved for TV coverage or something. I'm not too sure. But basically, it's been moved. So we've now got Port Vale, Man United back to back. So yeah, a bit annoying, but it is a cup special. So we're in February. We've got a cup special to look at. We've only had one game offline, so it should be a fairly short-ish video today. It's still 3 games, obviously, in the League Cup. Could go to extra time. The FA Cup could go to extra time, obviously, of course, as well. But we put the rotated team out again. I thought we kept the same team that basically lost to, or drew, or scraped a draw with Port Vale. I thought, you know what? We need to keep them out. We need to try and build it up. We need to get those players happy again. Villa are struggling down in the lower levels of the Premier League. I think they're either in the relegation zone or just out of it. But we need to take the opportunity, rotate, give them a chance to play, give them a chance to get their average ratings up, get them happy again. And this is a perfect opportunity going into the cup games, where I think I may do the similar. All 3 may be the rotated team. I don't know. But we did it here. Karl-Heinz Riedler with 2. Dwight York scoring for them, and he also scored in our end as well. He opened the scoring. So all goals within 30 minutes. 2 goals for York, 2 goals for Riedler. In varying degrees for Dwight York, I guess. But yeah, 3-1. And that basically brings us to today, the Port Vale replay. We are at home. We've had a good result there. We've got everyone starting to, I don't know, hopefully pick up a little bit, trying to get their morale up, trying to get the unhappies gone. Redknapp he is out of contract in the season. He wants a lot of money, so I'm trying to sign him down. James is out. I'm giving him a new contract. Fowler's only got another year on, I think. So I've offered him another contract. He wants 50. I can only offer 49, so we might have to wait on that a little bit. I am looking at maybe bringing in a striker as well. If we can get rid of Riedler. He is wanted by Fiorentina. There's been a lot of coming and goings in Italy, a lot of transfers. Dino Baggio left Parma to go to Inter. There was that guy, Adagio, I think it was, we had at Monaco. He's just gone to Inter Milan. Inter Milan have sold bought a few players, and they went and lost their next game in the league. It came up as a shock result. I think it was Vicenza. So yeah, so hopefully he can go. And then I'm looking at Florian Maurice. He hasn't actually played a game all season for PSG, and I don't think it's injury. I think they're just not playing him. I don't know if they've signed someone they prefer. But you know what? Now we're out of Europe, it's an opportunity to bring someone in, bed them in through the course of the season, and not have to worry about being cup tied, missing fixtures, that sort of stuff. And obviously we can sell Riedler while now he's getting a bit old. He's 32. He's not quite doing the same output. He scored against Villa. He scored 2 against Villa. But so far not been that great against Port Vale or in the last game. I think he got the equaliser in the last game, to be fair to him. But, we need better if we're going for Champions Leagues and league titles. So hopefully we can just keep on pushing this season, get that first league title, stop the rot in that regard, and then try and build and just keep that number ahead of Man United. Obviously, it's a long way for Man United to get overhaul Liverpool's total in real life. Obviously, in '98 they were on their way, well on their way, of course, but it'd be a few years before it actually happened. I think it was like even into the was it like 2010 or something? I mean, I think that was Man City that year, but like 2011, 2012, something like that. I don't know if it was, because I think it was. Was it Fergie's last one? Is that why he retired basically because he was trying to get that overhaul? I can't remember. Let me know in the comments down below if you remember. I mean, I don't pay that much attention to Man United in all honesty. Sean Dundee's going to come off. He's having a bit of a stinker. Rui Costa's going to come on for... Danny Murphy's playing well, so we'll take Biscard off. And Robert Page for Kavame, because he is still working his way back from that injury. I don't think he's quite ready to be playing 90 minutes every game. And he probably could be by now, but he's played a couple. But... He might be another one we might have to lose in the summer, or maybe even sooner, because he's getting unhappy. He's supposed to be first team. His pace is like 9 or something. He's had that big injury. Maybe we just bite the bullet and try and, again, like while we're not in the Champions League, we haven't worry about being depleted in our squad. We can just try and get him out and try and get someone else in now, potentially. We'll have to see. But anyway, that's us through. And I think, if I remember correctly, it's a bit of a Merseyside derby, because I think that will give us Tranmere. Arsenal are through. Ipswich are through. Barnet, to be fair, Barnet are above Hull, so it's not a shock. And Newcastle are through. So yeah, we will play Tranmere, so it's good. We've avoided Man United, who aren't in it. Did we beat them? Did we knock them out? I don't think so. No, we had Portsmouth and Port Vale. So Tranmere, as that's probably, apart from Barnet, maybe Colchester and Barnet. But anyway, that could have been a better draw for us, really. Maybe being at home as well. How are Tranmere doing? They're in Division 1. Obviously, they were a bit of a better team back then. 16 goals still for John Aldridge. 4-4-2, of course. They're in Division 1. How are they doing in Division 1? 10th, respectable. Probably not going to get promoted this year, but don't look like going to go down either. So David James has signed his contract. Redknapp rejects. We tried to knock his wages down. He wants a big old leap on his wages. I think we can get better than him, but I don't want to lose him on a free. I wonder if I could. See, he's on 24, and he wants 37. I mean, I think I offered him 30. I'll go 32. I think we could sell him, in all honesty. But Gerard, he was unhappy. His morale was no fault. Do you know what? I'm just giving him a new contract, put him on a bigger wage. You know, our money, we're losing money a little bit hand over fist at the moment, so we need to get a few players out maybe. But I think if it gets him firing again, I think it's worth it. Biscard's still unhappy. We should be only one click away from, I think it's Sunday we're playing. I think we're on the Saturday now, so let's just hold tight for the next game. We haven't got to try and squeeze an extra fourth game into this now, so we can have a little bit of an interlude in between rather than having to just jump skip in between. Unless it's going to take bloody ages, which it might well do. So anything happened in these games that we need to worry about or know about? Not particularly. 5th place Sunderland lost but to Wimbledon. It doesn't really. Newcastle won. So they're possibly putting the pressure on Arsenal a little bit. Yes, they are. They've caught right back up. What's that? 5 points behind them now. We're 5 points clear ahead of United, so still very close. But we're only 7 ahead of Arsenal, where we were, 11 at one point. Robbie Fowler signs. Good. Happy about that. A lot's happened, so I'm just going to save just in case, because my laptop is so old and you can probably hear it whirring in the background. I just have to save just in case a crash happens. I do get the occasional crashes, particularly with the software and the game. They normally resolve themselves. I've not had the game lose yet or corrupt or anything yet, but you never know. Especially while I've got other things running as well. I'm doing other things sort of in and around recording. So I think we're going to stick. The boys did well there. Berger's just come back from suspension. He was suspended. His suspension counted in the FA Cup, luckily. That was quite nice. Fiorentina interested there. Leon Hardson there. Blackburn Wolves. His value is actually a lot lower than that now. He was, when I transfer listed him, I could put it up to 6.5. I think it's even 7 something. He's now only worth like 2, but they're still interested, so hopefully they will come back and pay that. If I drop his money, I'll probably sell him in an instant. But if I can wait a little bit longer and get 6 million for him, I'll take that. So first leg, we're at home. Maybe I should have gone with a stronger team in the first leg, and maybe, I don't know, try and just keep the away goals at bay, you know. But then our first team wasn't exactly performing well before we rotated either. So, and if anything, these rotated lads of Port Vale aside have done quite well when I've called upon them. So hopefully we can. I think we've got one over on United so far this season. Hopefully we can carry it on in the cup. They're not going to be able to do anything to us in the other cup. So Heinstrom is out. So Rob Page comes in. Not the best. Riedler 1-0. He's showing he doesn't want to leave, but hopefully he's also showing Fiorentina what they could be getting for 1.2 million. And I think I'd take that if I could get that right now. He's a good backup, but I think I don't see him long term. I don't see him being next season. I might as well try and bed someone in this season. See who comes available, see who's interested. I mean, obviously I've got Maurice, I said, on the watch list, but I need to add a few more on there to look at because I want to see who might be interested. And obviously, as we get towards the end of the season, our rep might go up a little bit from Champions League. Not that we got very far in it, but we might be able to, pinch someone a bit better, but maybe not yet. As I said, Teddy Sheringham just before half time gives them that all important away goal. I mean, I'll be hoping to win this on aggregate, not on away goals. I say that. I mean, I'll be hoping just to get in with a chance of being able to win it in the second leg. The way it's looking like it's going to be now, they're starting to come into the game. A defender, I think that was George Costa, comes on for Teddy Sheringham. That's intriguing. I want to see what they've done to their shape. Surely they've not stuck. Is it just because they've got Solskjaer on them? Wow, what have they done? They've gone to 3 at the back, 3-4-2. Well, it's more like a 5. It's more like a 3-4. 3-4-2-1, I guess. Okay. Riedler, 2-1, 71 minutes. and maybe that change of shape. I don't know what caused it, because there's no injury that I can see. And now Solskjaer's on for Irwin. I'm looking at their shape just because I'm intrigued. I'm not going to react to what they're doing. We're playing our way. Riedler hat trick, 73 minutes. Bosch. If we can keep that as 3-1 now, that'd be quite nice. They gone back to 4-4-2. He experimented with a back three for all about 5 minutes. It wasn't working. We got 2 goals and they've changed back. Fair enough. Fair play, Alex Ferguson. You knew what you did was wrong. But anyway. So 3-1. Not bad. So I just paused for a brief second there. I heard the postman put something in next door's door. So I was just expecting to have to get up, because he always seems to knock on our door. But not today. No post for us. No bills today, which is nice. And Arsenal have lost to Crystal Palace, who we should be playing next. But luckily they've got more time to squander some points, get some bad performances. I mean, they're doing well. They're in 6th. They're not a pushover. They're not threatening the top 4 particularly. I mean, they're not far off the top 4, but maybe not top 3. Not that top 3 was a thing back in '98. It was top 2 pretty much. So obviously we've got a game in hand over the pack now. Us and Man United have to be fair. When's the next game? It's next, but it's got to be fairly soon, surely. Oh, and in fact, it has actually squeezed the Tranmere game in between. Okay. I think we're just going to go for Tranmere then. We won't bother with the Man United game. We'll go with Tranmere. So 7. When was that? We've got an international break in between or something. I've clicked on Arsenal for some reason. I just want to click on Liverpool fixtures. It's on the 13th, next Saturday. So we've got a week's break, so it gives us another chance to rotate some of these unhappy people. That was the alternative REM version of that song, Shiny Unhappy People. But yeah, back for that game. We'll pause through. 1 sec. Okay, here we are. That was actually quicker than I ever expected. I think it was 1 click through and it whizzed through. Jamie Redknapp signed his contract, so he took the 32. 30 was obviously just a bit much of a piss take for him, so he refused it. Dakor is injured, so Dyer's going to go there. And Connor's injured as well, isn't he? Makalele can come in. He should be fit now. He's okay. Yeah, he's okay. What else did we see? Heidenstrom recovered. He's back to form. That's fine. Biscord hopefully should be getting happy soon. Dundee is happy again. How's his morale? Very low. Brilliant. Love to see it. But yeah, transfer listed Karl-Heinz Riedler is loving life, apparently. Anyway, Tranmere. And looking at the time on the recording, we might actually have time to squeeze that second leg United in. We'll see how we go. See what this does, because this could go to extra time or something as well. FA Cup 5th round against Tranmere. Live from Prenton Park, first half. Hopefully we don't go to another replay. I mean, in a way, it wouldn't be too bad, because it gives me a chance to put the rotated lads out again for a guaranteed game. And yeah, I mean, this is a guaranteed game, but if it goes to a replay, obviously it shows it's not completely. But McGrill with an own goal, 25 minutes. We've seen a couple of those recently. Aston Villa. Obviously, Dwight York scored an OG. Danny Murphy. He is just got goals in him. He doesn't look the best. I know he's not the best reputation player in the game. And I know I could probably go out and buy better, but I don't really need to. He does a job when he comes in. He scores goals. He gets assists. And maybe he could be vying for a place. Did I need to sign Rui Costa? Probably not. He's looking like proving that I didn't need to. But hopefully he's on a cheapish wage, I think. And hopefully he won't get too unhappy about not playing too much. So as they pull one back, 3-1 just after half time. John Aldridge, former Liverpool player, of course. Former Liverpool striker in the 80s, I think. Maybe even into the 90s, possibly. I'm not too sure. I remember him at World Cup 94 kicking off in USA because it was so hot, and I think there was a problem with a substitution. It was the forms and the guys on the side doing the forms or something. It was absolutely ridiculous. I was watching those Ireland games. I was loving life, as you know. Loads of my family are Irish, so I definitely took on the Green Army side of me, and I always have since, and I did a bit before that. I mean, I've always followed and like England as well, but Ireland is always the ones I used to go to. Now I don't really follow any international football, to be honest. England are England, they're there. Obviously, I don't dislike them. I know when they get to the final, I wanted them to win. Of course, I'm half English, I'm half Irish. I wanted England to win. Of course, I did. It is always what I say is, I think I've said it on a video before, is if Ireland and England are playing, I'm wearing my Ireland shirt. My daughter's got an England shirt. It doesn't happen very often, luckily. And my wife is obviously English as well. It doesn't happen very often, but it's always the green shirt that gets rocked. I had that shirt in 1994 as well, the opal one, the green one. I do desperately want to get that white away kit. I think it was the 92 to 94 one, the white one with the sort of orange and I think green like crossed stripe things on it, or like stripes on it. Amazing kit. I just never managed to get that one. I got the 2002 ones. I got them sent over from one. They're actually special edition ones that have got the inscription on the chest, like where the sponsor and that is. It's like I think it's like the official World Cup ones rather than just the general shirt. So I had family in Ireland send them over for me. I said, "Oh, can you buy me the Ireland home shirt? I'll send you the money." Not only did they not take the money, they sent me both shirts. So I think they must have had a contact or something. I know I did have some family who worked something in the FAI back in the 90s and early noughties. So possibly that was still a connection that managed to just get me a couple of shirts. I mean, I didn't look into it too much. I don't know where they come from. I should have looked into it a bit more. They could be quite special. Man United win their game in hand, so they're now 2 points behind us. So we need to win our next game to sort of push that back in. We haven't got Palace for a little while yet. Palace did play though, so they're not losing a game at any point. So I don't know who it's against. Possibly Borough, because they've got 24 games as well. But anyway, we're going to move forward. We've got when have we got Man United? It's probably in a couple of days. Wednesday the 17th. Yeah, it's going to be on this Wednesday. Yeah, so back in a tick. Okay, here we are. And the FA Cup quarter-final has been drawn. We, of course, drew Arsenal because reasons, I guess. Let's have a look at the draw. Who could we have got? Here's what we could have won, basically. Here's what we're saying. Fifth round replay still going on there. Okay, so they're still to be decided. So I guess the winner of this plays the winner. That can't be right. Where's the other quarterfinals? What's going on? There should be 4 matches, right? 4 matches. 1, 2. That will make a third match. I'm confused. We'll have a look anyway. But yeah, we could have got Borough or Barnet, man. How are they doing in Division 2? I think they've been promoted. I mean, they're in the playoffs. And they sold Sean Devine as well. I think they sold him at the start of the season. It was last season. So they're doing very well without him. But anyway, Man United's second leg. We are 3-1 up from the first leg. Hopefully we can keep things going. Let's see. Anything we need to change or can think about changing? I don't think so. Everything seems to be working as needed. Old Trafford, Theatre of Dreams. We have a chance to make it a nightmare. Hopefully it's not a nightmare for us. We can carry on this. Compared to last episode, this one has been very nice. Things have actually gone to plan, and with some tough games in there as well. Obviously some... Did we play 2 FA Cup games in this episode? We did. Oh, we played a replay, of course it was, yes. That was obviously closer to the round. If we'd have won the first leg, the first game against Port Vale, we wouldn't have been probably playing 2 FA Cup games in this one, because we'd have had a bigger gap between the games. But obviously, as it was a replay, it was scheduled quite close to the next round. But 30 minutes in, I'll take a draw here. I'll take a 0-0. I don't care. That will put us through to the final. I don't know who the other semi-final is against. I can't remember. We did see, but we had the FA Cup to look at as well, and we had some other stuff to look at as well. But I think was Forest one of them, or was that the FA Cup I was looking at? I can't remember. Sean Dundee cancels out the away goal. 1-0 Liverpool at Old Trafford, 42 minutes. Game on. Kevin Keegan's out in there somewhere moaning about Alex Ferguson. I'm not going to do the skit again. I did the skit for the lockdown challenge. Did the old Keegan skit. Wasn't the best. I didn't prepare for it the best. I literally whacked a jumper on, whacked some headphones on my head, and tried to remember it as best as I could. It wasn't working. I didn't have time to rehearse the whole bit that he did, and obviously I wanted to rework it as well to be relevant for our save. So I literally had to write it down. So I was looking at a camera phone, way off camera, trying to read a bit of paper, and yeah, it didn't work well. And within the space of 2 minutes, Man United have turned this game on its head. Giggs gets the second, Keane gets the first, and it's now 4-3. And another goal for United takes us to extra time, which would not be ideal. Legs-wise, video time-wise, everything-wise. No, Solskjaer nearly comes close off the bench, what he does best. Are we going to hold Cruyff with the corner? Phil Neville, don't be letting Phil Neville do it. Free kick, Solskjaer, yellow card, Redknapp. Doesn't do anything. Dundee upends Johnson. And he's off. So if we go to extra time now, we're doing it with 10 men. We hold on. Not something we often do, but we hold on. And I don't know how that has happened. Bjorn Torkvarme, he's doing okay. Oh, okay. I don't know whether to sell him or not. I don't really know. Obviously, he's not first choice anymore. Honsho's in there. Mattio's still on a blinder as well. Anyway, that's the end of today's episode. If you enjoyed today's episode, well, let's see where we're coming back first of all. Obviously, we need to come back in March. We've got the FA Cup quarter final. And then we've got Man City and Barnsley behind it. Who we got ahead of it? Palace, which we were going to do. They're quite high. So, yeah, I think we'll go Palace, Arsenal, Man City. Barnsley at bottom, so, yeah, whatever. Yeah, we're going to go Palace, Arsenal, Man City. I don't know how Man City are doing, but they've come up and I think they're doing okay. But anyway, if you enjoyed today's episode, please do smash a like down below. Join the content on the channel. Smash that subscription button. Any comments, any feedback, anything that I've mentioned in the video today you want to raise or correct me or anything like that, feel free. Don't mind the constructive criticism. It's all good. If you come and just telling me I'm shit, yeah, not great. But I'll take it. But it's all interaction anyway, isn't it? But, you know, constructive criticism, all for that. And, yeah, until next time for those 3 games and a FA Cup quarter-final against my team, Arsenal, I will see you next time. Take care. Goodbye.